Wait for the little record button to come up.
Go for it.
Okay. Beautiful. So welcome tonight. We're going to do our introduction to oils class. So my name's Tamil. I've been using essential oils for a couple of years now. I actually got introduced to them for two reasons. The first is I'm a terrible migraine sufferer. So I'd have horrific migraines and I tried everything. I'd gone to so many different Reiki, kinesiology, Feldenkrais, Bowen therapy, chiros, osteos, and then even down the medical path, so using medical Botox and having radio frequency done in the nerves in my neck as well, and still no relief. And then down the path of medications, which I was having more side effects from the medications than migraines. So I wasn't in a very good place. And I also at the time had my eldest daughter, because I've got two girls, a 4-year-old and a 20-month-old, and she was about 18 months. So it was quite difficult when I'd get a migraine because I couldn't care for her, and we didn't have any close family and friends, and my husband could be over 2 hours away for work. So I was suggested to try essential oils for my migraines and also to help my daughter sleep because she wasn't sleeping. And I first thought, I don't think oils is really going to do much for these migraines. I've tried everything for. And I am a happily converted skeptic because they have been an absolute game changer for me, that I can now keep control of my migraines. And if I do have one starting, I'm able to use my oils and I can still function. So I can still look after my girls and be up. I don't have to go off to a dark room or to the hospital, and I can get them under control. And I was able to get my daughter to sleep, and now my second daughter is an amazing sleeper as well because we use our oils. So it's just fabulous, and to be able to expand on that toolkit to have what we need whenever something comes up. So my journey with oils has been amazing, and I couldn't imagine our lives without them. So what we're going to do tonight is we want to teach you how to empower you to use these beautiful oils. We're going to show you 3 cool things about the oils and how to use the oils, and also how you can get them into your home as well if you haven't already got them. So I'm going to tell you 3 cool things about our essential oils. And the first cool thing is that they're 100% natural and safe. There's no side effects from them, and there's no addictions. And the oils are so amazing. They can be used from babies through to the elderly. So you can even use them around your pets too. That's how safe they actually are. They're extracts from plants, and they've got amazing health benefits. Now, our peppermint essential oil, I'm just going to show you an experience with peppermint essential oil. I can actually just pop a drop on my palm, and I can put my finger in this one and actually pop it into the roof of my mouth. That's just an amazing energy burst, and you can feel it really open up the airways and really open everything up and give you that hint of energy as well. Now, that one drop that I just popped into my mouth is equivalent to me drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea. That's how potent our oils are. So a little bit goes a very long way. Now, if I accidentally had taken my finger and put it near my eye, which is something that we don't want you to do, but if you do get your essential oils in a sensitive part, so like your eye or anywhere like that at all, we ask that you don't use water. Just grab another oil, so olive oil or coconut oil, whatever you've got on hand, and dilute it with that, and it will take the sting away really quickly and calm it down for you. But the thing I love most about these oils is they're actually CPTG standard, and what that means is they're a certified pure therapeutic grade of oil. So doTERRA oils, we actually get our oils from the plants where they're natively grown. So when you're actually getting an oil from a plant that is natively grown, it actually has its best natural defense systems in place, and it has a really amazing chemical compound to it. So when you take essential oils from a plant that has got the best chemical composition, they actually do exactly what we want them to do, and they're a very powerful oil to use for our health support as well. So that's the first really cool thing about these essential oils, is that they are 100% natural and 100% safe. There's nothing added and nothing taken away from them either. The second really cool thing about these oils is that they're very effective. So they can sometimes be more effective than traditional modern approaches to health. Now, I don't want to offend anyone if we've got anyone here with a medical background, but I'm just going to go over some really basic biology here. So if we imagine that this is a cell, all of our cells in our body are protected by an oily membrane on the outside. Now that membrane has two jobs to do. It's to keep all the good things on the inside of the cell and all the bad things on the outside of the cell. So if we think about the two things that are going to threaten that cell, they're viruses, which attack on the inside and they replicate the DNA and replicate the cell. And then we've got our bacteria that grows on the outside of the cell. Now, essential oils, the amazing thing about essential oils is that they're actually an oil. And so oil and oil can mix together and they can actually permeate through that oily membrane that's protecting the outside of our cell. And they can get through and help and support on the inside of our cell and on the outside of the cell. So to give you an example of how cool that is if you had a viral infection, so say you had a cold, and I'm going to usually say, what happens if you get a cold and you go to the doctor? These days, they're going to tell you to go get tested for corona. But normally, if you went to the doctor and you have a virus, they're going to say to you to just drink lots of fluids, rest up and take it easy, because there's not a lot they can do because the traditional medicines that they use are actually synthetic and water-based. So they can't permeate that cell membrane. So there's nothing that they can actually do for you. Whereas if you went to the doctors and you had a bacterial infection, the doctor's going to prescribe you an antibiotic to help you with that. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but if I take antibiotics, it wreaks havoc on my whole body. So I then usually have to go and get myself a probiotic to heal the damage that it did, because it not only kills the bad bacteria, it kills the good bacteria too. And that's the really cool thing about the essential oils is they don't harm our good bacteria at all. So that's why they can be more effective than traditional modern medicines. And our oil that we reach for the most for this is our On Guard Protective Blend, because this is a beautiful oil that can actually boost our immune system and help support our immune system. And it's one of the oils that, you can actually soak apple slices in and you can have a great nutritious snack, and it can support your immune system. Or you can take that same oil and clean the toilet. So there's not many things that you can actually get in your home that you can consume and use as a toilet cleaner. So it's very, very versatile and it's a great one to support our health as well. Now, the third cool thing that I'm going to tell you about our essential oils is that they're very affordable. So they can be more affordable than traditional medical care. Now, the reason I say that is that if you go to the doctors, some people are very, very lucky and they can get it on bulk billing and not have to pay a cent to see a doctor, whereas other people do have to pay money to see the doctor and have to pay their gap or pay the entire consultation if you go to a doctor that you wish to choose to see and have that same doctor. Now, even if you do get free medical care, to go to the doctors, you usually, you need to take time off work. And you'll need to drive to the doctors, and then if they give you a prescription, you'll need to go to the chemist and get that prescription filled, and that's all going to cost money. To give you an example of the essential oils, they've actually saved us. I can't actually remember the last time that the girls and I have had to go to the doctors, but we had a case, my youngest, when she's teething, her ears really play up, and we had a time with her ears that they were getting quite irritated and sore and heading towards an infection. So what we do is I just grab tea tree and lavender. I pop a drop of each of those with some fractionated coconut oil and pop it on the back of her ear. And then I put a drop of each onto a cotton ball and just hold it against her ear. Pop her to bed, and then by morning, she's good as gold. So those 2 drops of essential oils only cost me about 40 cents. So to repeat that twice, it's only about 40 cents. And I don't know about you, but I can't get a prescription filled for 40 cents. And I certainly can't start my car and drive it down the road for 40 cents worth of fuel either. So they're very affordable because our bottles of oil, so this size here is a 15 ml bottle, it holds about 250 drops of oil, and we only need to use a couple of drops at a time. And our 5 ml bottles have about 80 drops per bottle. So it makes them very, very affordable. So that's our 3 cool things about essential oils: that they are safe, there's got no side effects, they can be more effective than traditional modern medicine, and they can be more affordable as well. Now I'm going to hand you over to Pit, and she'll introduce herself and she'll teach us the 3 cool ways that we can use these oils.
Hi everyone, my name's Ted. I live in New Zealand, North Island, about an hour and a half from Auckland. I've used essential oils for over 10 years, but I was introduced to doTERRA 2 years ago. And prior to that, I didn't know how to use essential oils. I just wanted to use essential oils to replace synthetic perfume. And I would go and to organics health store and get essential oils, lavender, ylang ylang, and something else. And I would just use that on my wrist, under my ears, and usually just 5 mils or 10 mils, and I would go back and buy it again and again. For 8 years, I had no idea what essential oil was, what's any other use of essential oils, or if there's any health benefit, and let alone if they're pure or not. So I didn't have a clue. So when I was introduced to essential oils with doTERRA essential oils, within half an hour, I've learned so much. The ways to use essential oils, the safety use, and everything. Us, education is very important for when we take class and introduce people to essential oils. So we want you to be safe, and we want you to use it effectively, not to waste it. And because there are different grades of essential oils, and doTERRA essential oils, as you can probably no, you can't see it here from the slide. They're different grades. So you have synthetic grades, which make up majority of essential oils, and then you have food grades, which are used by food industry and pharmaceutical industry, and then you have tiny little bit of portion of that are therapeutic grades. So doTERRA is very different. Our essential oils, like Tamil was saying, it's certified pure therapeutic grade, which is the highest grade we can use. That's why I'm going to walk you through how to use them all safely and effectively, and especially the third way to use, especially for doTERRA essential oils only. So the first way to use is aromatic use, or you just breathe in the aroma of essential oils. And so you can breathe in from the bottle. You just open the bottle and breathe it in. Just make sure you don't put it close to your nose. It may get into your nose. And so you know that we do not put essential oils in your eyes, in your ears, or in your nose. So that's not a good place to put essential oils in. So, or you can put a drop on your palms and rub your palms together, and you can put it in the diffuser. And doTERRA has a beautiful diffusers, different types of diffusers. We call them ultrasonic diffuser. So it's basically just like an ultrasound waves, which vibrates the water and makes the water particles go light, and so the water just disperses essential oils molecules into the air, and it just suspend into the air. Even though you turn the diffuser off, the essential oils molecules are still in the air, so you still benefit really like quite a long hours. And so if you breathe into any aroma at all, like underneath your nose, if you pinch the bridge of your nose like that, underneath the bridge of your nose, there's an olfactory nerve which connect to the back of your brain, and the back of your brains we call the limbic brain or emotional brain. And so limbic brains or emotional brain responsible for your long-term memories, for your heart rates and blood pressure, and your stress and hormone levels. And that that limbic brain then send a signal to your body. That explains when you smell something and straight away you remember something that happens in the past, or a person that you are connected to, a place you've been to, and it's very, very powerful. And I would give you an example of the aromatic use. When you go to the hospital and you need to have a surgery and you need to be put under, they don't normally give you pills to take, or rarely give you injection, but they give you a mask. We call it a pineapple mask in our home because it smells like a pineapple. And within 10 seconds, they get you to count 1, 2, 3, and then you just go out cold, right? So that's exactly the same way your limbic system, your olfactory nerves works with your limbic system, then sends signal to your body to go to sleep, go like that. So it's very, very powerful. The oils that I really love using for aromatic use is Easy Air. It's a blend oil that has some peppermint, eucalyptus, ravintsara, and other oils that really helps to open up your airway. And when you have cough and cold and things like that, and especially your kids, and I love diffusing that in their room. I just set it to 10 hours, and it's just like a little drip feed into their bodies when they go to sleep, and that's really, really powerful and really effective. So that's the first way to use, is to inhale the molecule of essential oils or aromatically used. So the second way is topical use, or you put essential oils onto your skin. If you think about nicotine patches on the skin when people try to stop smoking, or hormone therapy cream, is exactly the same theory as using essential oils. Our skins essential oils can get into our bloodstreams really, really quickly, as just a matter of 2 minutes. And within 20 minutes, you can find essential oils everywhere in your system. And that's including your brain as well, if it's essential oils that has the ability to get into your brain, like frankincense, for example. So a lot of people asked where to put essential oils in the skin, and I get asked a lot. I always say to people, you use essential oils on your skin where it hurts. Like if you have a sore tummy, you're going to use essential oils and rub essential oils with fractionated coconut oil and rub it onto your tummy. If you have sore knees or sore elbows or shoulders, you're going to rub essential oils. We have amazing blend called Ice Blue, and we dilute it and rub it on your sore muscles and joints. And if you wanted to use essential oils for for your face, and things like that, and you wanted to make sure you dilute essential oils with fractionated coconut oil. Sorry, this is a little bit. I'm going to turn the light on. So there you go. I can see myself spraying. So we use coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, to dilute essential oils and rub it onto our skin. You can use a different carrier oil, like jojoba oils, apricot oils, or any other oils. But fractionated coconut oils is amazing, light and liquid all year round. It doesn't have any smell, doesn't interfere with essential oils. So it's amazing. And one little bottle like this just lasts a very long time. And so that's the second way to use essential oils, is topical use. Also, I forgot to tell you that we can also use essential oils under the feet as well, which is really, really amazing for like to affect the whole body system. So under our feet, the skins are very thick and the pores are large, and so essential oils can absorb really quickly into your system, your body. If you try peppermint essential oils and you rub it on your feet, very quickly you can taste it in your mouth as well. It's quite powerful. And so that's the second way to use. And so the third way to use is we use this to flavor our food and drink. And this is very, very special for doTERRA essential oils, and very specific for doTERRA essential oils, because like Tamir was saying that because our essential oils are very pure with CPTG standard, and also we have been approved by Food Safe NZN AU standard, and also have been approved by FDA and GRAS, generally recognized as safe. So very, very safe to use, but I often teach people to use very little to start with if you are not very familiar with using essential oils. So the oils that I love using every day, first thing in the morning, is lemon. I love adding a drop of lemon in my warm water before I even drink coffee or have breakfast. So lemons is amazing to cleanse, to detoxify, and to really uplift your mood. So it's really, really, really good way to start your day, putting a drop of lemon. And there is a lot of beautiful oils that you can use in your food and drink, but you always wanted to make sure that you are safe. So always read the label. If it says for flavoring use, you can use that essential oils for your food and your drink. If it's safe for topical use only or aromatical use only, then you would not use that. And also use your intuition as well. Like if it was citrus or spices or herbs, that is quite safe to use. But always check the bottles as well. So that's a third way to use, is to use for with food and drink. Now, wild orange is amazing oil, but it's not in the top 10 oil, but this is the oils that I use so much during the day, and every single day. It's going to calm you and energize you and uplift you at the same time. And just the smell itself, often I just smell it from the bottle and it's instantly calm me. And I love adding, actually, I put a drop or two into my diffuser before I go to sleep, as well as lavender and easy air. So it's a really, really cool combo. And in the morning as well, I love diffusing this with frankincense. It's just amazing combo together. So easy air, like I was saying, that for kids and for us who, have tight chest and you cannot clear your chests, this is a really good one. And I use this as Vicks, and I would use with Vicks, just a couple of drops of easy air in my hands and rubbed on my chest, on my neck, on my throat. And I also do a little tent as well, like a bowl of water if the kids have really, really bad, congested. And so a bowl of hot water, a couple of drops of easy air, and with a towel cover on your head and breathe it in. Just don't forget to close your eyes, and it's really effective. And I love adding it into a diffuser as well during the night to clear the airway. And so Ice Blue, it's really good. Like I was telling you before, it's good for muscles, joints, and muscles and joints, and anything in your body, anywhere in your body that's just feels a little bit achy, this is a really good one. And it comes in 5 ml. Like I always tell people to be careful not to use too much. Our kids were having, growing pain and sore legs and all that, and they were like putting a few drops in their hands and it helped themselves and rub them in, and it was really, really strong. One got quite uncomfortable, like burning sensation in their legs. So usually 1 or 2 drops is enough for your whole body, and it is really, really effective and also very, very powerful essential oils. It's got wintergreen, peppermint, blue tansy, Roman chamomile, and other essential oils. It's going to soothe and calm your muscles and joints, as well as working really fast to relieve those discomfort. And so lemon is my beautiful faithful oil, like I was saying, and I add a drop or 2 in my warm water in the morning, and I love it in my salad dressing, in yogurt, and also really, really good for cleaning as well. So it's going to take stickers, any sticky things off your labels, things like that, gums in the hair, and things that you wanted to get rid of, but it's so stubborn, like stain on your clothes as well. So digestion, we didn't talk too much about it, but I mentioned a little bit earlier about how you have, sore tummies and things like that. And so digestion is the blend of peppermint, caraway, tarragon, coriander, and ginger, and it is really, really good to help you relieving all this stomach discomfort, whether you have diarrhea or the other way around, or when you have a heartburn and things like that. So my husband actually, he didn't really like using essential oils at all, but he's been on medication for his heartburn or gas or reflux or something like that all his life. And one day it was really, really bad for him, and his medication didn't really work. So I told him to use that, and he was desperate. And so usually he would refuse to use anything like this. And so I told him to put a couple of drops in water and drink that. And I drove away to our other home. And then he rang me and he said, "What is that? It's amazing." So he's totally converted, and he loves digestion. Yeah, and it's also really good digestion for motion sickness as well. I wish I had this oil earlier. Our kid, our son, youngest one, used to have a motion or car sickness all the time when we were used to drive back and forth. Now frankincense is the king of oil. It's amazing to repair your cells, cellular repair, and it's just all the things that we talked about. Frankincense can do everything. So it's the king of oils, and very, very precious oils, and really expensive as well. And the way it's sourced is just phenomenal. There are 4 types of frankincense in this bottle, and I love using frankincense to calm me down, to help me. It's a brain oil. It's sesquiterpene. It has alpha-pinene in there and can cross blood-brain barrier. There's not a lot of things can cross blood-brain barrier, but alcohol does. So it's a brain oil. It's going to help calming your mind and your emotion. It's going to it's anti-inflammation, so anti-inflammation for your brain, for your body. And the way I love using frankincense, I do this every day together with copaiba, and so I invert into my thumb and I just press it onto the roof of my mouth. And so that way I make sure that it goes straight to my brain really quickly. And of course I would just use this with lavender for my face serum. And I love doing DIY face serums. So frankincense and lavenders are my always in my face serum. And so now we have a chance to think about our health concerns. When I first went to a class, I was handed in a paper. So I was so, I was so sleep deprived. I had really, really bad problem with sleeping, and the longest I couldn't sleep was 6 weeks, and I would have half an hour a night, 1 hour a night. Or if I had 2 hours, I would be jumping up and down, being so happy that I had a good night's sleep. So my top health concerns were sleep, sleep, and sleep, right? So if you can think about your top health concerns and you wanted to share with us, you can unmute yourself. But I like to share with you with my sleep as well, because I really didn't think essential oils would help me. Like Tamil, I went everywhere to look for solutions. I spent a lot of monies and energies and time and effort trying to find solutions for my sleep, but nothing had worked. And then I resourced to sleeping pills, which gave me a really, really bad side effects. And my head would be in the clouds. I would be really forgetful, and I would leave the tap on and leave the stove on, and I'll be driving around without knowing where I was going. I was really bad. And so that's why when I use essential oils, and within a couple of weeks, and I just thought, something really special here, but I still refuse to believe that it was essential oils that helped me with my sleep. And so, it took me like a good 3 to 4 weeks to actually understood, they actually helped me with my sleep. So I've been sleeping really well, like a baby these days. So anyone wanted to unmute and share with us, feel free. If you don't want to share with us, it's totally fine. And you can share with us on the chat as well. So I would like to hear, sorry, is it Leanne you want to tab?
Yeah, I have very, very sore feet. I have arthritis, plantarfascias, tingle in my toes all the time, and I have just about tried everything. The chiro, acupuncture. I've tried everything with them, and nothing seems to work. And I do use Ice Blue a lot. So maybe somebody else has got something else they can advise me on.
Great. Have you used Copaiba, Leanne?
Yes, I have.
Okay, Copaiba.
I have used Copaiba with the Ice Blue.
Oh, fantastic. Did you find any relief?
Oh, a little bit, but not much.
Okay. Yes. Are you on Lifelong Vitality?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay, how long have you been on Lifelong Vitality, Pat?
Probably for the past year.
Okay. So there must be something going on there in a deeper level. We need to investigate that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I have.
Yeah.
So yes. When you've used your Copaiba, do you massage under? So with plantar fasciitis, it's actually really good to get a like a 600 ml water bottle and freeze it.
Yes,
and then take it
I've
out
tried it.
And roll it. Yep.
Yes.
So if you massage the area with the Copaiba first, and then do the rolling, and then massage again after, and put more on it.
Yep.
It's a great way to help to release the pressure off that area and to stretch the tendons and use it. Another beautiful oil that you could mix in with that is lemongrass.
Okay.
So lemongrass is amazing for a tissue and ligaments support as well. So everybody, we've all got different body chemistry, so things work differently with them. And that's the beautiful thing about these oils. There's more than one oil that will work for one condition.
So would you use the lemongrass with the Copaiba?
Definitely. I would layer them. So I would definitely be laying them, and I'd be wanting to do it at least 2 to 3 times a day.
Yep. Okay. Because I've had it for about 10 years now.
Yes. Yes, so it's a long-term condition. So
Yes.
it's something that you will need to, be
Yeah.
treated at least 3 times a day.
Yep.
And it's something that's not going to go away overnight.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've got arthritis on the tops of my feet, the planters on the
Yes.
bottom, and my toes tingle. So yeah.
Definitely. And another one that you could pop in there as well, because obviously you need to factor in if you've got any medications that you're on, but cypress is great for circulation. So I'd be adding cypress in there as well, just to help that blood flow and the circulation in that area as well.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks very much.
It's really amazing. I was going to say cypress, and add a little bit of black pepper or pink pepper there as well. So it'll be amazing. Yeah.
I've got all them. So yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks very much.
And who else wanted to share your experience with us? Okay. No one wants to share experience. That's fine. Tamir, would you like to...
it's me again, Leanne. Okay. Well, how many drops of, because I suffer from insomnia badly, and I also wanting to know how many drops of lavender, frankincense, and what was the other one?
Can Leanne, do you mind? Can we discuss this after the class?
Yeah, sure.
That would
sure.
We've got a little bit to cover, but
No problems.
I will talk to you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Tamir, would you like to go through the most selling products of doTERRA? It's actually the best selling in the world, really. It's actually not essential oils, but our lifelong vitality pack, and Tamir can tell you about that. It's just phenomenal. I just cannot go a day without using these beautiful supplements. I used to think supplements are synthesized and are fake, and I eat really, really beautiful food and I don't need supplements. But now I cannot live without these supplements after studying, going through all these essential oil specialist course, and I know the supplements are bomb.
Thanks, Pete. Yes, so a lot of people think that doTERRA just only does essential oils, but we also do these amazing supplements. And the great thing about these is they're actually made from the plant-based matter, so our body recognizes them and knows exactly what to do with them. So they're not synthetic, as Pete said. So a lot of the time people do get vitamins and they're just basically paying for really expensive coloured whey. So the doTERRA supplements are used, and they're basically a backup plan, because no matter how well you're eating, so even if you're eating the most organic food that's picked and harvested on a full moon and has all the love and care, our nutrients in our ground is not the same as it was, 50, 60 years ago. So there are things that we are all missing and can be benefit from. So these 3 supplements work together. So we've got our Microplex VMZ, which is our whole food multivitamin and minerals. So basically, this is your safety net. So if you have had a bad day of eating and you haven't, covered everything in your food groups, and, even when you are, this is going to make sure that your body's not missing out on anything. It works into conjunction with our Alpha CRX, which is our antioxidants, and it's got our cellular energy in there as well. And then we've got our XEO Omegas, which is our beautiful omega-3, 6 and 9 fatty acids. And the thing I love most about this one is it doesn't repeat on you, because that's a lot of the ones that I've had previously. They repeat on you and you're tasting that horrible fish smell and taste all day long. So these vitamins taken together are there to target and help you with your antioxidant and DNA protection, giving you your best eye, brain and nervous system function, your liver function. They're there to help support your digestive health. They give you more, they can help support you with more energy, your immune system, helping with our stress levels as well. So it's not a surprise to know that these guys have got frankincense in there, which is definitely an amazing oil, as Pitt said. They also help support our cardiovascular health and our body's healthy immune or inflammatory response system as well. So they're an amazing trio. And the best thing is they do have a money back guarantee with them as well. So I'll hand over to Jo now, and Jo's going to introduce herself and let us know how we can get these beautiful oils into our home.
Thanks, Tamil. My name is Jo. I've been doing oils for 3.5 years. I was introduced by a friend, and I thought I was going to use oils to detox my life, just to detox my life, i.e. cleaning. But to my surprise, they have done a whole lot more. I suffered from quite a bad back injury about 8 years ago now, and was on quite a lot of medication, and I suffer with chronic pain. But since oils have been introduced into my life, Ice Blue has become a best friend of mine, and use it daily, along with frankincense, lavender, and lots of different other oils. So there's many oils that have been that I have now become reliant on, basically, to get me through my day-to-day life. So they really have changed my life, and I actually love sharing my oil experience with people and opening their eyes to a more natural way of living. So yeah, that's the thing. So 3 ways to get these beautiful oils into your home is to, firstly, pay retail. But why would you want to do that? If you can, why would you want to pay retail? No one pays retail. That's just silly. I think it's just silly. Anyway, so the next step is to get a wholesale membership. So, which is what I do. So it's a $35 membership, and that gets you 25% off the retail prices. So you can buy oils whenever you like. There's no specific time to buy oils or amount of oils you have to buy. You can just buy them, today, tomorrow, next week, next month. Buy 1 oil, buy 10 oils. It doesn't really matter. So that's a really handy way to do that. And then the next way is, it's also the way I do, is the wholesale and points. So you can get a wholesale account and earn points, and whilst you're getting your discount as well. So between 1 and 4 months, you get 10%, right up to 13 months, you max out at 30% points back on your purchase. So it's a really great way to shop, because then you can earn points back on your, it's kind of like, if you think like Flybuys. So every time you spend, you're getting points back on your purchase, and then it means you can use those points that you've accrued, and then get your product back for free. So it's a really awesome way to purchase. We have different kits you can start your oils out at. The best way to overhaul your life, if you're looking at starting, is with the Nature Solution Kit. It comes with an abundance of oils, as you can see there. It also comes with the Cold Ionic Diffuser, fractionated coconut oil, some hand wash, the pumps, the Ice Blue, which is obviously my favourite product, and a couple of other things in there. But it's a really, really great way to start your oil journey. This is the way I started my doTERRA journey. So it's called the Home Essentials Kit, clearly because in that pack there are 10 oils in that kit that will literally overhaul your home and your health. It does everything from mussels, because the Ice Blue's in there, to lemon, which is cleaning, but it also doesn't just clean your home. As Pip mentioned earlier, it does internally clean your body. But then you have things like the easier to help with your breathing, and Digescent to help with your digestive health. So, and lavender for your sleep. So there is so much there that can help you from really go to woe. It's the best way to start, I think, anyway. These are just the smaller size bottles. So as mentioned before by Pitt, we have a 15 ml bottle, or to ml, I think it might have been, I can't remember, sorry. A 15 ml bottle which has, oh my God, mental blank right now, sorry. The 15 ml bottle and the 5 ml bottles. So these are the smaller bottles in this kit. So, and you also get a 15 ml bottle of Smart and Sassy. Also, we have kits designed for different different lifestyles. So we have the Bedtime Bliss kit, the Active Sports kit, and the Seasonal kit. They're available for you. So there are 3 types of people that do doTERRA. There's the wellness people, wellness lifestyle people who just like to use the oils. There's the people who like to share the oils. So if you are thinking you'd like to start your journey in doTERRA and have your oils paid for, this is the best way for you to do that. And if you think that you would like to make doTERRA part of your life and build a bit of an income, then you can have a chat with one of us and we can help lead you into that.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jo. So thank you for attending our class tonight. So the next steps from here is the person who invited you to come and join us and learn all about these beautiful oils will be in touch with you, and they'll touch base to see if you have any questions. You know, we've gone over that there are starter kits available, but we can also fully customize to you as well and your specific needs. So we can talk about those top 3 health concerns with you and work out which is the best way to get you started. And the fabulous thing about doTERRA is there's a starting point for every single budget as well. If you're interested in learning more about the business and about sharing or potentially building a doTERRA business, please stick around and we can go over that with you. But if you're more interested in learning about how to love those oils and live a beautiful wellness lifestyle, that concludes our class here, and we thank you for attending. So were you interested in learning more, Leanne, or did you want to say thank you and good night?
No, I just wanted to know how many drops she uses for her sleep.
So Leanne, for me, I have 10 hours setting in my diffuser.
Yep.
And it depends on, I would feel that I just have a feeling like tonight I'm going to sleep really well. I'm going to use lavender, easy air, and I love a couple of drops of copaiba as well in there. And I also love using vetiver under my feet and also balance. So, but when I do that, Leanne, I think not sleeping, it's not about problem with sleeping, it's about a lot of combination of everything, like, you know, whether you have underlying condition, eating a really heavy food for dinner, and whether you have a stress and things like that. So we can tackle those things, like if you have a stress, you can you use things like copaiba, you can use lavender and things like that. It's going to help calm your nervous system down. And my protocol is to go to bed at the same time each night, and I have a warm shower before I go to sleep, and that I don't compromise. And then I stick with the routine, and then I prepare my beddings. You know, it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and diffuser always on like half an hour before I wanted to go to sleep. And so for 10 hours, I would normally put 10 drops all together. And I would put like 5 drops of lavender, 2 or 3 drops of easy air, and a couple of drops of copaiba. And if I know that, you know, I need something a little bit stronger, I would use lavender peace, which is like a lavender on steroid. It has all the beautiful calming sleepy oils in there, like vetiver, frankincense, Roman chamomile, cedarwood, and things like that. So that's really strong, and I would just put like 3 drops in there. and sometimes I put marjoram and wild orange, and everyone's different. We resonate with different oils, and or sometimes I add frankincense there, and as well as cedarwood and Roman chamomile, and sometimes I use the magnolia, which surprisingly has more linalool contents than lavender. And so I kind of like, I know how I feel and I know which oils that my body needs, and I'll just tend to grab those. I use my intuition for the oils, but I stick with the routines until my brain associates with the essential oils and create a positive associations to essential oils, and then I don't have to stick with the routine so much. But when you first started, you want to stick with routines until your brain recognizes that.
Thanks very much for that.
You're welcome, Leanne.
And then
All
it also
right.
depends on
Thank
your
you,
size of your
ladies, for all your
bedroom too,
help.
Leanne. So if
Beg
you've
your
got
pardon?
also at the size of your bedroom, so if you've got quite a small bedroom and you're diffusing it in your bedroom with the door shut, you know, you might only need to put a maximum of 6 drops, between 4 and 6 drops, and you do them evenly.
Yeah, and I found that if I use vetiver, I dream something shocking.
Yeah.
So I've stopped using vetiver
Yep.
for that reason. So because I get lost everywhere in my dreams. So
Yeah.
I lose everybody.
Definitely.
So I've stopped using the vetiver now.
Juniper berries is always a good one.
Beg your pardon?
Juniper berry is also a good one.
Yeah, I've got juniper berry going now. Yeah. So thank you, ladies.
No, thank you.
My pleasure.
Nice night tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thanks.